Tweety birds are off. Alrighty, getting ready to go live radio on the set.
Oops.
You're killing me, Smalls.
$5.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a
Oh
time.
God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. Have to gently blow a ball into.
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Laz.
It's all Laz's fault.
And greetings, everybody. That's right, it's all my fault.
Always.
Laz.
I'm Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to. That's right. We are here
Rhoda
on
the
this,
understudy.
the 27th of February. Yay!
February 27th, 2017 here inside Shrouded Avatar.
Wait,
We're
what year is
just
it?
coming off releasing. What's that?
What did you say the year was?
2017? Busted.
Second, I thought I heard you say it was 20,017.
Oh, I might have. I don't know. I'll have to check that in the tape. I'm just reading off the screen.
We're coming from the future.
We're coming from the future. 2017. 2017, I think I said. But anyway, moving right along. It is Monday, that is correct. And welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for today. Like I just said, we're coming off of release 39 here last Thursday. And been an interest, to say the least. Lots of interesting stuff out there. Some real interesting stuff out there. But of course, we're going to go ahead and...
Interesting stuff? What
Yeah,
are
interesting
you talking
stuff.
about?
Oh, I don't know.
Soapboxes might be pulled out today.
Oh,
Just
maybe.
a
I
small soapbox.
just a little wee bit of a box or two. Now, I mean, we've got the rectical thing, and I told Chris about it yesterday, and he says that's pretty much a bug. For those of you who know, there are new rectacles that have been added to your screen so that when you're in a party, of whoever's targeting your party, there's a little one that shows up as well when you're targeting monsters. And NPCs, you'll see it up next to their health bar. So if you have it turned off, these still show up on your screen, which is rather annoying, even more so than because, you all know my stance on that one.
The reticle stance.
What? Reticles?
Here, I'll give you a good
No, I know what the reticle looks like whenever it's in combat and it's on your screen
Like
in
your
the
face.
top left. Yeah.
Do you know what it looks like in your face?
No, I don't know what it looks like in your face, just because I try not to have the reticle right in my face.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Now, Scrota, can you describe it? What it's like when the reticle's right in your face?
He can, I'm sure.
Shriveled. It's got a bunch of lines.
Looks
Okay.
like that statue right next to Led Zepp there, you know.
Vitrula said it's like being teabagged by the UI.
Teabagged. Says Rusty.
Teabagged by the user interface, yes. So we
But
do
that
have.
was just one small complaint. And again, Chris actually said that's a bug, so hopefully they'll get that fixed for those of us who don't use it, dislike it, turn it off. We shouldn't see it in all these other places. And again,
Yeah.
you know why we still have it, why we got it in the first place, and yeah, we'll come back to that later.
Well, we do know that we do have lots of information, especially with the update of the avatar coming out on Friday.
That's right.
Then we get to do the fun conversations after that.
Yes. So do we want to just get right to it? There's also
Well,
some
that soapbox is going to be huge, though. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, because again, simple math dictates we have a problem, or at least
I don't know how much of a problem it really is.
well, I mean, I understand the rationale behind it. I definitely understand the explanation given. Oh, that's some pretty interesting stuff by Mr. Ghost up there.
The Gix meditating.
Yes, he looks like looks like a genie from here, sitting on top of the naked statues. Oh, yeah.
Well, just like that picture that was in Discord earlier, he's trying to make sure that happens.
So I'm assuming this is a nation stance that we're going to see, or a position we're going to see. And I can
What, the
imagine
meditating?
what Led Zepp's kind of that.
I think meditation's already in there.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't think that's a new one. I think that one's an old one.
Well, that's one that I
don't
haven't
remember
seen.
it. Yeah, I don't remember it.
Sitting there.
Hold on. I don't have meditation on my list, but I think
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
one of the older
I
ones.
probably would have been one of the first people to go out and run and get it. You know that.
Well, you haven't even shown Led Zepp how to get grovel yet.
Oh, we told him how to do it. He's
told
too
him how to
lazy
do it,
go out
yeah.
and get it. That's
Show me
it.
again. Could you show me again?
Yeah, and even
Yeah,
Gix is saying that
you know what
meditation
I
has
like.
been in there for a
Exeter.
while.
Go to Exeter.
We'll have to go get it.
And now List is going to meditate just to mess with you as well. So we've got two GMs meditating. So, you ready for update of the avatar number 216?
Yes, I have that ready to put up on screen for the good boys and girls
Okay.
out there.
So that is the primary focus right now. Update of the avatar number 216 did come out on Friday afternoon, almost right after the show. I mean, it was out there
They've
quickly.
been right on top of it the last
Yes. Couple of
just
weeks.
screaming out early on Fridays. As well, a quick reminder, while it's up there on the screen, Flash Weekend Sale still running. Last I looked, just a few minutes
20%
before the
off
show.
of homes and something else. Homes and
Yes.
basements.
But right to the release notes.
Don't forget.
So, Release 39 did come out last Thursday with a crap ton of changes, and don't forget we are in the Fast and the Furious method of development. Upcoming changes are going to be the making of the Serpent Spine Mines, which is
Brush
located
shots.
near the town of Hjorth, otherwise known as Hearth.
Yorth.
Yes, it's going to be on the northern end of the Serpent Spines mountain range, and hopefully they actually move the mines away from the grasslands and move it back towards
Oh,
the
I like it
mountains.
right by Brittany. I can find it easy.
Well, it's still going to be north of Brittany along the Serpent Spine Mines, but it needs to be moved from the
Don't touch.
grasslands over to the mountain range. The scene.
touch.
He wants it right next to the town, so he like exits
Hey.
and enters.
it would be perfect if it was moved closer to my player-owned town. So this is a sneak peek of the Serpent Spine Mines as it's being designed by Seawolf. And this is actually inspired by the Goblin Town from The Hobbit, the Cave of Crystal Giants in Mexico, and the second Death Star from The Return of the Jedi. Those inspirations, I mean, what the fuck?
Hey, well, you know.
We're gonna save the
it's,
town with shot glasses.
Yeah, I mean, it's we do have lots and lots of dark interior pictures. I think it
these
actually
are
looks really
hard
cool.
to see for you folks out there.
Yeah, but the fact that it is done by kobolds, which means that there's going to be a lot of things, and the levels that they have been designing lately have been huge. I don't know how huge. I mean, unlike the first several scenes for the first year and a half of development, where the scenes were really, really small, these are absolutely huge.
They're taking advantage of a whole scene size and more. I'm taking.
Oh, we're not getting the chicken room.
No, we're not getting the chicken room. We are well past the chicken room.
Hey,
And then-
I would like to see that findable someplace as a Easter egg somewhere in the game.
It will be somewhere. So you also have the Making of the Fall, which is a mysterious dungeon beneath Blood Bay, but is filled with an incredible array of dangers and rewards. The Fall gets its name from the giant vertical open space that defines the middle of the dungeon with crisscrossing bridges and elevators. The dungeon is an open PvP area, so enter at your own risk, and it should be live in release 40 or 41. And this is done by the EV himself, Vascorpor.
That's cool. Poor.
What
And
is it, the clone of the Rise?
no,
Red
it isn't.
Dragon at the bottom.
No, there'll probably be something at the bottom, but it is going to be another huge dungeon, and I expect lots of moving platforms to be included in this one.
Vast Corp Poor. I know we asked that question, and I believe Spiff
It's an
gave
EV.
us the answer.
EV,
What was it? Energy?
Energy Vortex.
Energy Vortex.
Atlas energy.
Okay, so Ignite Weapon Polish. We demonstrated this last week, but the Flaming Sword has been added with new flames, and so
Want to show them the short video?
well, I'm showing it right now. I mean, it's only 20 seconds long.
When am I gonna get my other elements Ignite? Like my lightning sword and my frost sword and my earth sword.
Yes.
And
So
the
is
ever
your-
popular fart sword.
Yeah, the Fart Sword is going to be the best one. I don't know if you paid attention to this one on the Dev Plus forums, but Lum is asking for NPC submissions requested for Estgard, and that's the town where I have a great vendor that sells teleports and recalls. Right after you walk in, go down, it's on the left. So Estgard is one of their uncloned scenes. Don't forget, it is a Viking theme with the Norgard region. And so they're finally going through and trying to make all of those NPCs customized.
Did you pick a name out?
Jack.
Yeah, almost pulled my lot out of it yesterday.
Almost? Why?
Why?
I mean,
I needed a lot.
You've got your greenhouses there that you haven't done anything with in months. The mandrake needs to be harvested.
No, I pulled. That is the lot I pulled then. Okay, I left
Pulled the lot.
Pulled. Okay,
Pulled
never
the
mind.
lot.
I did pull that lot.
Does anybody know anything about real estate? Put your hand on my lap and tell me
It's,
this is a lot.
I moved the greenhouses out to my town.
Oh, okay.
A little bit
A little bit easier for you to manage.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So then from there, don't forget that during that process of naming all the characters, creating all that dialogue, and doing all kinds of other things, you will end up with lots of just maybe the inclusion of some quests, maybe. And there are going to be 14 guards, 1 innkeeper, 1 waiter, waitress, 1 crafting merchant, 1 housing decoration, blacksmith, blah, 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 blah. It keeps on going. And the format that he wants everything in is going to be NPC name, gender, profession, first choice, second choice, and background. That's optional. And then Lum will eventually respond. Don't forget the Release 38 38 raffle winners were announced. There were 50 deeds given out in that raffle. There's only going to be 30 deeds in the Release 39 raffle. 30 or 40 total.
Yay.
Yeah, the Spring Telethon update schedule. Yeah, no enthusiasm there. Raffles are a bad idea. Bad.
Yes, I want to pay $10,000 so I can be taxed.
That's right.
I want to pay 100,000 in tickets so I can win nothing.
Yep. Spring Telethon update is coming up March 9th, starting at noon, lasting until midnight. They do have lots of things that they're going to be doing.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of drinking will be involved. The show will be rated PG-13 for most of it and rated R in parts, especially the segment
Jack
that I'm
gets
on.
hit in the nutsack.
Hey. Just because she's talked about it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Did I say that? Did I say that out loud?
I may be punched in the in the dick area.
Right in the head.
I might be punched right in the head during the show. Yep. You got to be watching the community hour. See what Justin does.
Telethon, the cool thing is they already know what a lot of
the prizes are.
We actually have these in advance, so that hopefully right after the telethon they'll be released.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So that includes the flower emote, flower leap emote, flowers.
Yay!
The butterfly mask, the stained glass hand ladder. That's right. I've got my pockets full of posy, baby. The floral pattern stained glass oil table lamp 3-pack, the white flowered topiary creature 3-pack, the leaf shield and leaf spear, the large spring themed fountain with floating candles, the shield of thorns and thorn sword, and more. And they already have the schedule coming out, including a new chunk of 1Bs at the 5:30, followed by the community hour at 6.
That's right.
And don't forget, during that telethon, there are a crap ton of things that are being expired from the add-on store, and most of those things are still on sale 2.5
it's
years
also
later.
my understanding that segments scheduled throughout here.
They've got what?
I'm just looking. Several different community segments.
1B Awards, 5:30, 6 p.m. community hour.
Okay, well.
Yep.
You're part of that thread. You know what was said there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just going with what's published.
I know.
Yep. So then from there, don't forget all that stuff that's being expired. Some of it's still on sale 2.5 years later. So you do need to get that. What? Why?
We've extended more expirations. Why?
Hey, I'm still curious why things are still on sale 2.5 years later.
Well, and again,
sale.
They extended the expirations. So for those you lucky people out.
Yeah, extended the expiration deadlines of the 2017 Valentine's content. It's like,
for those of us who bought them thinking they were going to be rare 2 years ago, well.
Yeah, well, it's like that Lord British cloak that I bought 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, is Lord joke, the sigil cloaks, yeah, and a handful of other things.
Yep, the Homes and Basements weekend flash sale still ongoing. Don't forget, it should be expired soon. Then we're gonna skip the Origin and Alienware and the offline data format change, and we'll go
the
to
offline data format change. Actually, for those people, we should same thing occurs this release as last release. If you want your offline data to be saved, you actually have to log in and resave it with this patch. Otherwise, you will not be able to. It needs to be converted again. So, otherwise, be able to access them in the future. Hopefully, they'll find a way so you don't have to do that every time. But for those of you who play offline, that's what you need to do.
Yep.
Just a little information for those folks out there. Crafters competition.
Crafters competition. Don't forget, you need to take a picture of all of your gear. You need to do a full set of armor, including 2 weapons or 1 two-handed weapon.
Jack, all I got to do is just take the camera and just take a picture right up your kilt to get a picture of all your gear, right?
That's correct. I mean, although the fun stuff is out in the car still. That part of my costume still in my car. Community of the Avatar live stream happened on Friday, and that was where they went through, explored Kroll again. Upcoming events. I don't know if you know about the UDIC Disneyland trip over the weekend. There was a ton of fun video. A couple clips that were 8 hours long were posted on YouTube, which actually included
but I saw it.
Yeah. Don't forget that the Ultima Dragons 25th anniversary is ongoing, and that was the largest group event of Ultima Dragons ever. And Lord British and Darkstar were there, as well as Dr. Cat, as well as Dennis Lubbe. Those 4 people did show up for sure.
Space Bards were there.
Space Bards were there jamming.
They got up on stage. Lord British did his thing. Darkstar did his thing. All sorts of good stuff. We actually, thanks to our community out there, did get to stream some of the events that they put out there as they were doing them live over the weekend. So if you were watching NBNN, you might have gotten a chance to see some of that.
Did you know that Lord British finally became an Ultima Dragon?
Yes. What was it?
Splut is his dragon name.
Again, Lord British is officially Splut Dragon. There's a video of that out there.
Yes.
There's actually a couple videos out there of that.
So the Ultima Dragons do need to welcome their newest baby dragon, Splut Dragon.
Careful when you say that.
It wasn't Splooge.
He picked.
It wasn't Splooge Dragon.
Yeah, really.
But there are some really funny pictures on the Space Bards that they took. One of them actually shows them doing the "Hear no evil, see no evil."
I saw that too. A possible new album cover.
And Lord British is doing something funny on that picture. He's got the NFG look.
Yes, but with all sorts of great stuff coming from the Dragons out of Disneyland. And congratulations to all those folks who had a chance to go. That was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime event. And put on YouTube and all over the place. So all you got to do is go out and look for it. Moving right along.
That's pretty much it for the those silly notes from the update of the Avatar number 217 or whatever it was. I gotta scroll all the way to the top to see what it was. 216. 216. 216 weeks of development where we get to figure out what the hell's gone on.
Let's touch on the subjects real quick. We do have the IMCRF auctions getting ready to start closing. You want to tell the good boys about these real quick? As Dex gave us some information. Day one ended today. Is all day one auctions will be suspended 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be aware that the countdown timer is irrelevant to this auction ending. All suspended auctions will be audited to ensure IMCRF donor wins the auction, and the donor with the highest bidder at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time will be notified of the winnings.
Yay! And they do have to pay within a certain time.
Within 48 hours. Otherwise, yes, you will be forfeiting and move on to the next person. If you don't get any, action by 24 hours, they will send you a reminder saying, "Hey, you got 24 hours left to pay up. Otherwise, you're out." So you can go check that out on the forums. There's more information up to who are bidding on these auctions. Great stuff out there. And then, of course, got some really, really great information over the weekend. Is the NBNN app finally made it into iTunes. So starting petitions back on the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app, where all of Shroud of the Avatars in the palm of your hands. Google Play Store, the iTunes Store, and the Amazon App Store. We've got you covered. So if you're on the run, you want soda in the palm of your hands, check out the NBNN app on a platform near you. Also, for those of you watching in replays, there's a QR code up in the corner that you're going to see. So watching NBNN in the future and you see QR up there, you can just flash it with your phone and download the app directly to your device. Ooh. Yes. Technical. Ooh, all sorts of great
technical difficulties. Yay!
Yay!
Hey, I just wanted to also say that there's an easy way to find out what the auctions that are expiring for today out on Shroud Marketplace. If you just do a search for D1, those are the day one auctions.
Day one. That's right.
Those
D1.
are, as a reminder, I know Laz already said this, they are going to be suspended at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time this evening for the D1 auctions. Even though I think they're set up to expire, I don't even know what time they're set to expire.
Yeah,
some of them are like 10 o'clock.
Times, from what I understand, what I've seen.
But they will all be suspended, and it's in the description that they will be suspended at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on the day that they're marked to be expired. Just that way, a final audit can be performed to verify that only authorized bidders have been bidding on those items. And I do know that there have been several bids that have been removed from those auctions of people that were bidding on them that were not approved bidders. Remember, the only way to be an authorized bidder is to have donated $100 or more to the Iron Maiden Chemo Relief Fund GoFundMe. So
that's right.
Yeah. But tonight's first set of expirations, and you do have 48 hours to pay, or it will go to the next person. Yay.
Okay, so
you ready for a soapbox?
We ready to explode on this one and see what
for me to just mute and like start paying attention to my phone and messaging people?
No, well, this is your baby here. I mean, I've got an opinion, but yeah, you're the one who brought this to everybody's attention here in these rooms. I've been busy working in the background, making sure all this stuff's been published properly. And again, with the app getting the approval, as all the original data from 6 months ago. So now that it was in, I've pushed out updates across the board. So yeah, there's while it is in, the updates haven't been pushed yet. So there is one or two little things that need tweaking. They are in the up. They finally finish. All sorts of great information in there. Of course, you can see everything from the forums, place, listen to the radio, you name it. Pretty much, it's in the app. You can check out Soda Map. You can listen to us daily podcast here. All sorts of great stuff you can check out. You can see the videos, help videos by Lace. You can see our past videos. You can see Portalarium's past videos, all in the palm of your hands. That's right.
And that all-important link to Discord.
And yes, all the Discord servers that I have here. And of course, there are links and buttons in there. If you've got information, whether you want Discord or you want links added, other pertinent information, there's links in there. Push the button, send us an email, and we'll go ahead and get it in. Now that we have access to all three stores, we're going to go ahead and start getting this thing updated with the latest and greatest information from inside Shrouded Avatar, right in the palm of your hands.
You ready for soapboxes?
Oh, I'm ready to get this one up on the screen.
Okay, so on Friday there was a little post on the forums by Ice Queen asking are people here really okay with this sort of thing. And what she did was she was looking at the add-on store. She saw the horse statues, and then she remembered seeing them elsewhere. And she recognized them as coming straight from the Unity asset store. And she, in her initial impression, is she really was not okay with this, but after she did eventually come around to saying, okay, yeah, this is fine. There are some great points about this, but the greater thing is the cost on the asset store for the giant statue is $50. The one that you can place on your lot, any size lot, is $20. And my biggest gripe about this is the cost of these items on the add-on store. And the add-on store, I mean, it's supposed to be generated, it's supposed to be a microtransaction, and microtransactions really are something where, you know what, you spend
generate hundreds of these microtransactions.
Yes, and this is one where you
microtransactions.
Yeah, the way that the current price is done, that means that very few people will end up buying them. Probably less than 100 of the giant horse statues, and probably 200 to 300 of the smaller statues. Now, I do know that there is dev time that does need to take place because they have to go through, they have to texture the things, set flags for becoming deco, all kinds of other things, because that's some of what Star does say in this thread, that even though the asset is there, it doesn't mean that it's already ready to be implemented within the game. It still takes add-on dev time in order to actually tweak it for the game, even though they didn't do a whole lot of redesign on this horse statue.
Now, that's understandable to a point. Yeah. Now, again, running the numbers that you just ran, even if they sold 100 of those, that's a $5,000 income right there. Now, I understand developers got to be paid and lights got to be kept on, but that kind of price on an asset, I mean, does that justify the amount of development time?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't think the price really does them a service, because unless they're really talking about, you know what, we want these statues to be extremely rare.
Now, if that's the case, I can understand that. But again, if that's the case, again, is we have a problem, Houston. A lot of people, apparently 10 pages worth of commentary on this, have varying opinions.
Yeah, since Friday afternoon.
How long will it be me
10
before I'm
pages.
attacked by clockwork horses in the mine.
So what we really have to do is we have to now put a pool together to see how long this post lasts.
No, I think it will last because it is actually a good conversation to have, because it's one where, because this isn't the only asset that they've taken from the add-on store. Most of the early houses were straight from the Unity asset store as well. The promise of the quick development initially was, you know what, they don't have to spend all those art assets developing those things. It can be done internally. So it's
a lot of that. See, to me, when they said, hey, it's not going to cost us a whole lot because these assets are free, that means, okay, so it doesn't cost a whole lot, which means you're going to be able to take the money we give you and do a lot of other things with it, not take free assets and charge for them. I understand you got to pay developer to, but if you sell,
you gotta make money. Jesus.
But again, if you sold 100 of those statues, that's $5,000 profit. Okay, at $50. Okay. Did it cost $5,000 for a developer?
That's the beautiful thing
even if
about
it took a week of development time for one developer, how much time? What is the cost?
Well, it's not just one developer that actually has to touch the asset, though. It's multiple developers that actually have to touch the asset. My issue is the cost.
Spend a solid week putting this single asset in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using the price of one developer's pay.
Hey, you know what? My issue is the cost. The $50 cost for the giant one.
Exactly.
I have no problem. I have no problems if it was like $10 or $15. And the smaller one $5.
Of it at a smaller price. But again, and the add-on store, we know they've been coming out with loads of content that fit that microtransaction scenario. $5 here, $6 there, $8 there. But dollars respectively. That hurts, folks. I'm sorry. I got to say that hurts, especially after somebody bringing that to light. I understand the Dark Stars, point of view. I understand we got to keep the lights on. We got to pay salaries, but that one I think is just a little steep. Keeping my 2 cents.
Oh, don't buy it then.
So you agree with me that the price is unreasonable for the asset.
Yeah, things that if you were paying attention earlier, Jack and I said, the add-on store is just we staying away from it these days. Just too much stuff in there. They're extending sales that we thought were going to be expired 2 years ago. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely things that have been on sale forever. I mean, since they were added to the add-on store. And that is, people think I'm joking when I say that, but I am not.
No, certain things.
So, like if you go into the houses and you look at the wooden plaster 4-story balcony row house, that is half price sale available at 50% off the regular $100 price. Okay, this has been on the add-on store since they started doing housing.
I've been here in 2+ years.
Yes. The blue tile roof house was actually supposed to be removed a long time ago from the add-on store. Those were expired, and it's still on the add-on store. And so someone probably wants to message them and say, hey, wasn't this expired? So some of these things have... Yeah. Some of these things have been half price for over 3 years.
I don't think some of these items ever went up to price. Absolutely.
No, and it's one where it's if you have a reason to actually go out and buy something. So the thing is like this weekend flash sale of homes where it's 20% off. Does that mean it's really like 65% off? 70% off.
It's all relative, you know.
Things that make you go
Relative.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when you go look at the property deeds, even though everything's sold out, those prices are still listed as the not the actual full price. They're listed at their sale price. And so you end up with a very skewed add-on store because they've never expired most of these sales on items.
Now, again, I know you recently gone through and melted down a crap load of stuff. I've got a laundry list of stuff that I'm looking at going, well, you know, $5, $5, $5. That's right, $5 Laz. I bought
$5 hot tubs. Hot tubs.
Yeah.
Hot tubs still on sale for $5.
Yeah, I've got at least a dozen of them.
And I'm buying this spring telethon.
Yeah, not including the ornate ones that I bought. I bought the ornate ones. Those are just the plain
still on
tubs.
sale.
I figured out, right? These things are going to be hot. They'll expire them here in a year or so, maybe. Well, nope, still on sale.
Yeah, so I melted down a bunch of stuff that was from the add-on store that they have never expired, and they have never gone through and reduced the price from the day that it was coming out there. Now, Justin does want to say that about your $5,000 dev time, it also pays for, it really does also help assist and pay on bug fixing, keeping the lights on, keeping everying on, because they need people.
Understandable, but
the only way that they bring money in, the only way that Port brings money in is add-on store purchases and telethons.
Absolutely.
And so they until they go to a commercial launch,
don't have any problem with it.
Yeah,
what I've got a problem with is the price point. You know, is
gotta make money, man.
I understand, but again, is like we described, the whole idea behind this store was microtransactions. I don't think $50 a pop is considered a micro. Neither is $20 a pop a microtransaction. $20 pop. I mean, I could feed a family of 4 for $20 for crying out loud today. I mean, $20 is a lot of money to a lot of people.
Eat your beans, god dang it.
Yeah. A lot of people have a hard time, cutting out $40 to buy this game, let alone $20 for a statue. So you got to look at it that way. And what are the comments here? Let's hear.
Craft dinner.
I don't know why you're stuck on this one statue. I mean, there's other things. I mean, whatever.
Well, because this was brought up by Iver, and we just thought that it should be a topic of discussion. And again, personally, as people who have bought a lot from the add-on store, and Justin is another one, she buys just about everything, if not multiples. But
as long as it's deco.
As again, I think $50 for a statue. I ain't buying it. I know those dragon statues came out, and I looked at the price point on those, and I went, you know what you can do with that? You can eat me.
Yeah.
$350 for a statue. And they sold them. I give them all the props in the world for selling them, but you ain't getting...
The funny thing about the dragon statues is, I will admit, I bought them.
You got a set, I know.
The issue is that they turned around and those sales were expired. I don't remember the prices that I originally bought them out. But trying to figure out I think the same size horse statue would probably be the village size, which is the 225. But at the same time, it's like that is still insanely high for what it is. It's the same thing with those statues that are the 6-pack of statues where it was $100. Those prices are still too high.
6-pack. I think I even picked up one of those 6-packs. Wasn't a bad deal.
Hey, still on sale, but you can also buy those items with in-game kodos at 20 kodos each, and that's cheaper than the $20 on the add-on store.
Oh, I don't know. Last time I looked, the Kodo equal $1 on the add-on store, so it's still $20 no matter how your math works.
You know what? It's not $20.
You're buying the Kodos for in-game gold, and that's another
exactly.
story. Yes.
Alternative means of acquisition
Alternative
of Kodos.
methods of purchase. That's right.
That's right.
Now, of course, I expect people to take advantage of, said sale and get these statues and in the game as well. And that's what the capitalism system is all about. Show me the money. But I just gotta say, I disagree with the price point on that after seeing that brought to light.
That is one of the major complaints about the game is the as far as the pay to win aspect of having big things is investing.
Deco is not pay to win.
Yeah, Deco definitely is not pay to win, but I really think they need to rethink the pricing scheme.
Yeah, land, absolutely. Sell it for the price we can get for. Yeah, absolutely. Houses, sell for the highest prices we get for. Tchotchkes like this to make the house, make it available to everybody. Cut the price point. That's just my 2 cents, and as always, all the opinions on this show are our own. So, we do have an opinion, and while we try and bring it to you in the two sides of the coin light here, we don't always agree with some of the things that have done with things like we do voice our opinions on that. Now, again, this has got 10 pages worth of commentary for and against. I suggest you all go check it out. And of course, we welcome your feedback. We want to hear from you guys, what you all think about this. And we'll follow up throughout the week on this topic as long as it remains a viable topic. What?
Wait,
we won't take any input from you, Zep, so don't worry about it.
Are you finally going to tell people that they can come join us in Discord?
Well, you can do that. How about that?
You know what? If you want to come talk to us about this and give us your opinion, or even have your opinion on the show, you can do so just by going to discord.me/nbnn, and you can hang out with us. That way you can be just like all of the people that are hanging with us right now.
Miserable.
Most of them are very, very quiet. Yeah.
Up on this.
Yeah.
Screen, sit and listen, but we do get commentary in text, in chat. And of course, make life easy. Go out and get the app, and you can have Discord right on your phone. And you can comment right from the office. You can call us up in your car while you're in line at McDonald's or sitting at the Kulachi counter having your coffee. Whatever it is, check out the NBNN app. All sorts of ways to get in touch with us and tell us all about it. But meanwhile, we got to get moving on today. It is Monday, and of course, all sorts of stuff happened over the weekend. If you weren't around, you missed the R39 welcome quest, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. And what do we got on today's calendar for the boys and girls there?
Nothing.
Jack? Nothing?
Nothing,
honey.
Because the calendar at NBNN was refreshing as I hit the F5 button.
Okay.
So nbnn.info, click on the calendar button, or type in nbnn.info/calendar.html. This is a Google Calendar, and it is an aggregate of a bunch of other public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar. And if you want your calendar added to the community calendar, you can contact that guy at news@nbnn.info and say, hey, here's my public calendar. I'd like it added to the Shroud of the Avatar community calendar. And he will get working on that as soon as he feels like it. All times on the community calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as New Britannia time.
New Britannia.
Nude Britannian time.
Nude Britannia time. That's right.
That's right.
And we have the nudes to prove it.
That's right.
Now there is a nudity movement out there started by Ezekiel Cooper.
My.
is with the advent of Eclipse's nude beach, we can't get nude on, and the advent of these new statues, there's a call for nudity that avatars be able to strip down to the bare bones. So
That's what I'm talking about.
Topic of discussion for further down the line in the week. If you got an opinion on that, let us know.
I do know that Violation was advocating for the hot coffee version of the patch as an acceptable mod of the game. So moving right along back to the calendar, don't forget that we do have SodaCon tickets are still available. There's still a couple of VIP tickets for the Austin convention. Don't forget that those VIP tickets include a grand tour of the Portalarium studio led by none other than Lord British. If you know that you won't be able to make it to Austin in October for SodaCon and you want the rare cloak, you can still make a donation via sodaconaustin.org. Early bird tickets are still ongoing for SodaCon until April Fool's Day, and then we'll see what happens. Today at noon, 3, 6, 9, and 12, around the clock, there are two idiots that don't know what they're doing on a show called Lunch with Laz and Jack on WRFB.
WRFB.
Radio Free Britannia. And those guys misinterpret the news, and they don't know what the hell they're doing on a daily basis. They just randomly show up and talk for an hour. At 6 p.m. this evening, Grumpy Old Gamer is taking over Avatar's radio and taking the alternative route. At 7
Not to be
p.m.
confused with good old games.
That's right. At 7 p.m. on WRFB.
Hey man, WRFB.
Or the 70s at 7. At 8 p.m. on Avatar's radio is Monday Nights with DJ Killy. At 9 p.m. is the Order of Vengeance Guild meeting. And for some reason, I saw them the other day and they weren't PvP flagged. I'm a little bit concerned.
I don't know.
With the proper PvP-ness.
I thought the Order of Vengeance was always supposed to be PvP flagged. It may have been that they were just at an event and that's why they weren't PvP flagged.
They should still be flagged.
Yeah. At the final event of the evening is at 10 p.m. which on WRFB.
WRFB.
And that's the Record Room, covering oldies from 1946 to 1974, and every single song has a little history lesson associated with them. It's pretty damn cool.
Check it out, Monday through Friday on WRFB.
And someone did say that they sure as hell hope that we don't end up with the package problems that the statues ended up with, and I just wanted to say, shrinkage, it's a real thing.
Shrinkage. Don't you know about shrinkage? I was in the pool. In the pool.
Yes.
Yes, shrinkage is real. The times is real.
Let's look at David right here.
And then there was. What's up, Zeke?
Ace.
Where?
What's the damn problem?
Speak.
You're not Zeke.
Live.
Lazarus
Live.
He's in TeamSpeak.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw you.
We're still live.
Yeah, I know. I just told him that.
Oh,
Yes. Discord.
All right.
Laz.
Well, see, everybody knows they can, if I'm not in a certain channel, they can pop in and just yell out, and I'm listening like he did. So
now,
I was able to pop on
Justin
over
does
and,
want to
tell
know
him that.
how fucking cold is Novia. And I will say this, that as far as history goes, the Greeks, they put small penises on their statues because they associated a large penis with being a subhuman and bestial. So
Kind of like modern day.
that is what and so that is some of the latent racism that is still ongoing today. Well, it is. It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Could be.
What's the damn problem? What's the damn problem?
Stereotypes.
I don't know. What's your damn
Stereotypes.
problem? Come screaming in and open my comms. God damn you. I
Hey,
tell
I
you.
apologize.
Damn rednecks.
I got a message from Duke Violation this morning. He wants to talk to you.
Okie doke.
Nudity movement.
Can I give him your cell number?
Oh, absolutely. I thought I already had it. But yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Tell him not a problem. Just text me ahead of time so I know it's him. Otherwise, if I don't know the number, I don't answer.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely you can pass the number on. But meantime, we've got to move on to answers real quick here, and whether these guys are working right or not, I don't know. Which, of course, it's not.
You're gonna break
so
it. You're gonna break it. You're gonna break it.
It's broken.
You're gonna break it. Break it.
It's already broken. But of course, like to remind everybody that NVNN is a proud sponsor of Austin 2017. And of course, if you need any information on SodaCon, you can go to sodaconaustin.org. Got the latest information there. Otherwise, if you have more questions, you can ask me, and I'll point you in the right direction if I don't have the answer. And of course, let's go ahead and click on over to those sponsors, and we're just going to let them roll. We'll let them roll as I start off with WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Of course, you can listen to our show in repeat if you didn't catch us at lunchtime. And of course, don't forget the new WRFB, not WRFB. Let's listen to us on WRFB through the app. I know. You just love when this happens. I'm telling you. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
I think we should do what we're supposed to do with this this animation and just shrink it, put it in the corner, let it run the entire show, and say, don't forget to check out our sponsors.
I've got one of those too. Yeah. That runs but that runs different ads and different sponsors up there. It's a whole different, that's a whole different spiel. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, a nice way to kill 2 minutes while we watch the sponsors roll.
While you watch the sponsors roll, yeah.
GrimeyTraders.com, auction house now featuring cash and gold auction houses for your trading convenience. Want to put up a gold auction? Go to .com. Want to put up a cash auction? GrimeyTraders.com's got you covered. The official sponsors of NBNN, the Auchenshire and Markham Farms, for your wholesale cotton reagents, vegetables, ale, and more. Check out over at just south of Central Brittany, also located on the Shroud Marketplace. The Britannian Mining Company wants you down the Market Road over Black Rock Cove and check out their vendors for all your material and crafting needs. Located next to the Exeter Mine Convenience as well. It's in the Quell region right next to Exeter. Of course, our good friend Jacob White over at sodamap.com. The latest in maps and map technology with Soda Navigator, underground maps, personal markers, and more. Checkup.com by Jacob White, your personal GPS to Shrouded Avatar. Relicsbyrill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag, everything from t-shirts to hats to patches, drinkware, and more. Use the promo code NBNN when you check. Save 10% off all that swag. And last but not least, our good friends over at Marketplace, Aid and Chemo Relief Fund. Jack, tell the boys and girls about the Marketplace, please.
Only if I ever unmute my microphone.
After
Shroud Marketplace.
So hard waiting for that.
Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And that means that if you donated to the Iron Maiden Cancer Chemo Relief Fund. You're participating in those auctions. Don't forget they end at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time each day. So day one's auctions are expiring today, and that means, you know what? Go buy. Go bid, go bid, go bid. And so far, almost everybody has been only participants of the auctions. If you're participating in the auction and you want the cheap way to find those auctions, do a search for D1. Those are the auctions that expire today. D1. Then from there, don't forget, every single vendor on Shroud Marketplace is a different player. The Shroud Marketplace does not broker those items. They don't hold on to it. So each vendor is a different player, and they're responsible for maintaining that inventory and everything else. There are over 40 different players that have registered as vendors on Shroud Marketplace. And if you wanted to buy or sell anything, just register for an account. And if you wanted to sell your things, don't forget to click on that vendor registration button on the left-hand side. And that means it is time for us to actually talk about the most important people around here. And that's you guys.
You guys.
Thank you for watching Thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
WRFB.
We couldn't do the show without you, and we do it for you. So thank you guys. We love you. And that means it's time for us to say, I love this shit.
Time for us to get out of here.
I love this shit.
Now,
Get out of here.
why do you laugh so much about my technical difficulties? I don't know.
Just because
I thought that was somebody all. That's why I find out it's you still laughing behind my back, even in chat.
That's right. I'm laughing right in front of you. You can see me. I can see laughing at you. Yes,
and we love it. But we got to get out of here. We'll be back with more tomorrow here on. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy shenanigans, and news from right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Great day, everybody.
Bye. So why did I end up in a PvP zone this weekend? For an hour. For an hour. And I didn't die. 1 hour. What? And my PvPs. I hope Sid comes back soon. It's the sound effects.